Hi, my name is Alyssa and I'm Brightly's Always Lifestyle Expert. If you're into sustainability, subscribe down below, become a change maker. But other than that, let's get started. So I feel like I'm at a point in my skincare routine where I'm pretty comfortable with it. I pretty much like what's going on. My skin's been staying pretty clear for me. So I thought I would share what I've been using and what my routine is right now so that you know, and not only to say that these products will work for you necessarily, but just even for you to learn about some new sustainable skincare brands and products maybe you never heard about. And for reference, I do have dry skin, I do have pretty sensitive skin, and this is what has been really working for me lately. So let's jump into step by step what I do, how I do it. Okay, first up is cleanser, and this is the only category that I kind of have like two in, and that's because one is an oldie but a goodie and one is new to me, but I still have thoughts on it already. This first one is the Lark Skin Company Sunflower and Chamomile Cleansing Oil. This is one I was really scared of at first. I even put this in my shower routine video because at the time this is the one that I was like using. I've been using this one for a long time. I think this is my third or fourth bottle of this stuff and I absolutely love it. My skin loved this, which is why I continue to use it. It has a little dropper that I just drop on my hands in the shower and then rub on my face. Now at first the word oil scared me because I thought pore clogging. No, this stuff is amazing. It's a great local woman-owned business. It's definitely a small business compared to maybe some of the other brands I'm talking about. So that's another reason why I really love this one. But just know, which is why I'm going to talk about this one, how little it is compared to that. Now, you use a lot less product with this. So this does, I thought, last me a good amount of time for how much it cost me. And then I started using this recently. Ignore the crack right here, but that was user error. This is the Youth to the People Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Cleanser. A lot of people have talked about this. Serums talked about this, which means a lot of people who are into skincare now know about this. But I love refillable things. So like one thing I have with this, even though I do really love it, I don't exactly enjoy like these little tops because I don't really know what to do with them because you know, once you have so many, there's only so many times you can reuse it as like a dropper before you have too many droppers. And I just don't really have a good way to recycle these. And right now they don't take them back. So I do like that with this, I get to keep my pump and then I just refill the big glass bottle. And this bottle is big. I mean, for my face, like that is big. Like compared to this is 2 ounces and this is 8 ounces, just for reference there. And at first I thought this was pretty pricey, and then I started looking at the ingredients and some of their sustainability goals and also just like the sheer size of it. And it ended up like not being that bad of a price for me because of how long like I'm going to have this in my shower. Like I'm not gonna have to rebuy cleanser for a long time. If you know me, I hate repurchasing things. It's like my least favorite thing is when I have to go repurchase something. So I like buying things that last me a long time. I like buying things big and bulk, and that's just how I like to shop. So that's personal preference there. But also this has been doing wonders for my skin texture. I always thought my skin texture had to do with like which moisturizer I was using. I don't know, because I started using this and I have had like my makeup application has been so much better recently, and I do really like this because it keeps my acne away, but this does both. So I've been loving this too, but like this is like, you know, I've been using this for so long. It's also like I trust this, and this is still new to me. So noting that, know that this is still new to me, but still super cool. Okay, post cleansing, I first go on into toner, and before I never used toner, but like I said, I have a lot of skin texture issues, and this is why there's a lot of new things in my routine, because I really wanted to tackle my skin texture itself, and these are things that's really helped me, and they're really cool brands to check out in general. This is the REN Skincare Ready Set Glow Daily AHA Tonic. It smells horrible. I just don't even know how to describe the smell. It's like apple cider vinegar. Some people like that. I don't like that. It smells like apple cider vinegar and some other stuff, but I just put a little bit on my reusable cotton rounds. You can also use cut up t-shirts if you don't have cotton rounds or the reusable ones. But this stuff, it makes my skin feel like a baby's bottom. This stuff is great. And it's, again, new to me, as you can tell, but it lasts a long time because it's a toner. Again, love how big it is. like how many ounces? 8.5 fluid ounces. So there's even more in here than the Youth to the People cleanser, which is like, so that tells you how big these products are when I was used to the products that were like 2 fluid ounces. So again, will last me forever. Love how easy it is. I use the tiniest bit on these. It goes such a long way, guys. I don't even know we'll ever get rid of this. This is huge for like how little product comes out at a time. And that was plastic. It's 100% post-consumer recycled plastic. So if you're trying to go plastic free, just know it's recycled plastic. But if that's not your thing, you know that as well. Okay, this one I have been using for a bit. As you can tell, there's like some emptiness in there because again, this is a serum. It goes a long way. I typically do this after my toner. I only use this one in the morning. You know, I've never showed this to anybody yet. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. So you do with this as you will. But this is a radiance and complexion correcting serum. And I used to get really, and as you can tell, it's not really there right now, really rough redness around my nose. Like it was pretty striking for the most part of my face because I did get to a point where my face was basically clear of things like my acne problems and stuff like that. And it was just kind of bothersome that like right here, I was like bright red. This has really helped that over some time. And it worked pretty quickly on me. I really enjoy this. It looks like milky and even the dropper is kind of curved, which I love that curved dropper because it makes sure, it helps me like not touch my face with this stick, you know, like you don't want it touching your face and all that bacteria build up on there. So I like the shape of the dropper a lot and it's so like milky smooth. I'm not really into like things that feel wet. I like gel based things that feel really milky, buttery, smooth, but not things that like linger around on my face with I get some kind of like film or residue. So if you're looking for a serum, I wouldn't say this is a necessity. This is more like if you have that specific problem like I do, I totally recommend this. But if you got pretty good skin or you don't have a big problem with the way your overall complexion looks, you know, you can totally skip this step. Okay, and you guys have, I think, heard me talk about this before. This is like one of those things I just don't even know if I could go without, and I'm interested in trying more things later in the future similar to this, but this is the 100% pure coffee bean caffeine eye cream. Here's what it looks like. I don't absolutely love the packaging. This is just a plastic tube, but I do love what it does. They have great cruelty-free clean ingredients. They do have some really great initiatives within their company. I just don't love the packaging personally, but if you don't have a problem with that, this is an amazing product. They have a lot of other skincare products. This is the only one I've tried from them, specifically related to skincare. I have a makeup product from them as well, but it brightens and depuffs, and they're not kidding when they talk about that, because like brightening, I would say like when I get those little purple marks in the inner corner of my eyes and the redness around the rims, this stuff, I put it on and I see a little bit of a result. Within an hour of it being on my skin, it is gone. I like don't wear concealer like barely ever anymore. Like only if I'm getting kind of like glammed up or something do I wear concealer. This stuff I have been using for months. Again, also, can I just mention I've been using for months and it's like up there still. It's because you use so little. Again, I hate rebuying things. So you guys know if it lasts a long time, it's for me. And I totally forgot, 100% pure. This is not an ad here, but we do have an ad placement with them on other social channels. So because of that, we have a discount code. So I will link that discount code down below because I believe you guys can get 30% off, which is amazing. Okay, now let's talk about moisturization. So I've gone through a lot of moisturizers. I use moisturizers every day. I have for a long time. It's one of the first swaps I ever made. So because it's been a swap I've been making for so long, I have tried a lot from sustainable brands. And I have a lot that I love, but like I said, the texture I like is something that sinks in easily, but keeps me super hydrated still. And so far, I think this is my favorite. I think this is my favorite. I have gone back and forth on some. I really thought about this and I do think this is my favorite because I was thinking if I would repurchase this, and I'm pretty sure my answer is gonna be yes. This is the Cocoa Kind Texture Smoothing Cream. I think it's infused with celery, if I'm not mistaken. Like, is that celery? Can you see that? I don't know. It's something like that. Anyways, just in reference for the texture, it's really like milky kind of, and it's really just like buttery and soft and airy, and I just love the way it just it goes into my skin so easily, and they weren't kidding when they said texture smoothing. Like I said, texture is a big problem with my skin. It's definitely something I try to tackle. So keep that in mind if you have that same problem. If you don't have that same problem, also keep that in mind, because maybe this isn't the best option for you, but I think Coco Kind is a great skincare company to check out nonetheless. Because that's the other thing to remember. You might be looking at these products and thinking like, oh, I would look for something different, but overall I'm also just recommending these brands to you as brands to research as a whole. So if I'm telling you I like their moisturizers and you say, okay, well, I don't need texture smoothing, but I am interested in a new sustainable moisturizer, maybe browse the other ones they have. Obviously, these are skincare companies. They're catering to all different kinds of skin types. And then this one is somewhat new to my life. As you can see, I've made like a decent dent in it, but again, trying out some new things right now because some of my old things I'm getting kind of low on, and that is the Herbivore Cloud Jelly. And this is it. It's so pretty and pink. I'm not gonna lie, the word jelly got me, because if you listen to me just now describe my favorite type of moisturizers, this is right up my alley. I like this in the morning before makeup. It goes a long way and it's super moisturizing. That's all I have to say. I have zero complaints. I actually super enjoy this before makeup. I don't like a thick moisturizer right before I apply things like foundation or powders or really anything on top of my face. And then we have sunscreen. So I only have one sustainable sunscreen I've ever liked, and that is the Coco Kind Daily SPF. It's in this beautiful yellow tube. It is SPF 32. It is my favorite. It rubs in really easily compared to the other ones I've tried. It still is zinc oxide as the active ingredient, and this looks like plastic, but it is sugarcane plastic. So same company as that one moisturizer I love. I love Coco Kind. This is really right now just the only sustainable SPF I would even recommend at this point. But that's me personally. I have not tried like a ton, but just in terms of what I have tried, that is the one for me. I had a really hard time with white cast, and I'm super pale, you guys. I mean, you can tell I'm very pale, and I had a problem with white cast and sustainable sunscreen. So that says something. That one's a lot better for me, so check it out. And last but not least, I don't even know if this counts, but the Atique compostable kind of plastic free lip balms. I have this one in Juicy, and as you can see, they're kind of like the push pop deodorants where you like push them up. They're really great. They last in my purse without melting in my Midwest heat. Like I said, this one is Juicy. My favorite one is actually Cocoa in terms of like the smell flavor ones. And I wanted to shout them out because I do really like them, but also I really wanted to shout out this unscented one. It's because you can use it on your lips. It does work like just the same, but whenever I need touch-ups, like I said, I have dry skin. People, this is great if you have dry skin and in the winter time or just in the cold season, or if it's like dry from like allergies and stuff. The unscented one, rub it on your dry spots throughout the day. I keep this in my purse. I get it around my nose, like right here. I'll just touch it up and that's it. It's like a little moisturizer. You can use this on your cuticles. You can use it. I like this a lot. You can use it in so many different ways. And it's got, you know, pretty gentle ingredients. I feel okay putting it on my skin as long as I'm just putting like a little bit, oh, not the scented ones, the unscented ones. If I'm just putting a little bit on there, I'm okay with it. But that is it for this video. I hope you learned about some new brands today. Drop some brands and products that you love down below. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time.